Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my second YouTube video. On the previous video, I talked about staying single for a year, investing on myself, and how much I grew from that, and how beautiful it was, finally showing up and being there just for me. But this video, I'm gonna talk about how to actually do that. So how to stay single, and also how to do it peacefully. The first thing that I think is kind of the most important was finding my why. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I staying single? Why do I want to be single? And that is because of my purpose. What you focus your energy on is what will thrive, and what you focus your thoughts on is what will thrive. So focus your thoughts on what you want your energy to go towards. Something about this point is like eating. If you want to focus on eating right, you don't focus on what not to eat. That's not helpful. If you're all day thinking about, oh my god, I can't eat donuts, I can't eat this, I can't eat processed sugar, I can't eat blah blah blah, then all you're gonna be thinking about is that, and then that's just gonna be really stressful, and all of your energy is gonna go towards that. But if instead you focus on, okay, I have to get 100 grams of protein, like for me, a day, then it's like, okay, I'm like thinking about the protein and like how much in the morning, how much in the afternoon, how much in the evening, and then like also that my plate has to be 50% veggies, and like by the time I do all of that, I barely have space. And also drink like 3 liters of water. Like by the time I do that, I barely have time or space to like even get a fucking, processed sugar, because I'm focused on that. So it's the same with this. If you focus all of your energy on your purpose and setting goals for it and like going towards those goals, it's actually so much work that you really don't have time to dwell on, partners or the past, or like, your mind will go there, and I'll talk about that later, but like, you're not like consciously thinking about that all day because you're actually like focused on something else. So for me, the most important thing and the main thing is focus your thoughts on what you want your energy to go towards, which is your purpose, at least for me. The thing number 2 that is great as well to stay successfully single is to set your standards. Like, write them down. Write what your standards are and what your non-negotiables are. Like, write it down, because if you don't write it down, someone comes up into your life and then you like forget what those non-negotiables are. Like, you don't. But if it's in writing, it's like staring back at you, like, okay. And then don't bulge. Is that a word? I should have probably checked this before, but like, don't move them. Something that I find really interesting and beautiful about that is that, like, even if people come into your life at this time where you're trying to stay single, if you keep your standards where they are, you will watch every single person, like, no matter how amazing they seem, like this happened to me, fail at meeting your standards, because you are simply not at the part of your timeline where you attract this partner, because clearly you have work to do. Like, you want to do work, and when you are there, if you want to ever get a partner, you will attract that partner. But right now, you're gonna attract people in your same frequency, and you're in this frequency. You don't want to be in this frequency, you want to be over here. So then when you're over here, then you'll attract people in that frequency. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Let's see, what else? Okay, number 3. Also, I'm like racing against the sun, because again, I'm doing this video like way too late, but whatever. Number 3 is really important, is to build a community for yourself, and to be as intentional with that community and with your support system as you are with your partners. Okay, because if you are serial monogamous, like, you're someone that like loves to be with a partner and loves that type of relationship, which is so beautiful and amazing, I love it. You're someone that is super intentional, knows how to do it, knows how to show up for that partner, how to be there for them, how to listen to them. But maybe you don't have that much practice doing that outside of romantic relationships. So investing the same amount of time and energy, or maybe, I don't know, yeah, like similar, into your platonic relationships and building a community and finding people that are gonna, like, finding what you get from a partner in different people, so it's like spread out, so you have a community, so you don't need a partner. Obviously, like, it's like outsourcing like that, but like first in yourself, like what does my partner give me that I can give myself, and then also what can't I give myself, what can I get from other people, and then investing time and energy into those people, like dating your non-romantic people, like being intentional about setting a date, like let's meet this time, like hey, how are you, how's your day, reply to the fucking text, make the fucking phone calls, and build a community that is not romantic. It's so important. Humans need connection. We were born to connect with others, and a very important part of being a human being is having another human being mirror your experience. So yeah, you can try to isolate yourself as much as you want, but by doing that, all I learned was that I actually need people and community, and it's really important when others mirror my experience back to me, because they have so much insight, so many beautiful things to say, and so much perspective, and just connecting with others is so beautiful, and like still being able to do the hangouts that you used to do with your partner, but with other people is so fun and so cool. And also, like, as a woman, if you live by yourself, or like if you're by yourself in a country and you need like there's certain things that you would get from a man, it's important to build community of people who can do those things for you. Like if you can't do them yourself, like someone that can help you, like carry your couch, like if you're moving, like things like that, that's not your partner, and just like build that community, so that you don't feel like you need someone, because you don't, because you have people and you have yourself. So that is that point. Okay, and then number 4 on how to successfully stay single is, you know, whatever you believe in, ask the universe or God or goddess or Allah or whoever, or your high self or whatever, to help you. If that is something you believe in, that is something I 100% believe in ever since I was a kid. It looks a little different now, very different now. But I believe in Goddess, in the universe, and I feel that presence with me always. And it's like, why would I like do all of this when I can just ask the universe to just boom, help me, give me its magic. For me, everything in life is a combined effort of me and the universe together. Because if I can do whatever I want, I try as hard as I want, if the universe doesn't want that for me, it's not going to happen. And also the universe can want something for me, and if I just sit there and wait around, it's just not going to happen either. So it's a combined joint effort, so that is very important. Also, part of this journey, like at the beginning, like it was not easy, and there were so many times where I failed at staying single, just because that was my pattern before, was just like getting attached to people too quickly. And the universe really helped me out there in so many ways, because it was hard, bro. Like life will test you sometimes. It's like, oh, you want to do this, for you sure? And then like someone will come maybe that like seems like perfect or whatever, and then like then they have that one thing and you're like, oh my god, it's like, oh, but they're perfect, but they're not. And then like the universe really helped me to stay strong, and like through my friends, like being the voice of reason, yeah. And then also just like things like not working out and things like that, it will really help you when you're being weak, because you will be weak, maybe, I mean most likely. So yeah, that is number 4, is asking the universe to help you, because the universe can do anything, Goddess can do anything. Yeah, let me check if this is filming. Yes, it is. Okay, I think I'm doing great with time, which is perfect. Okay, now how to be at peace while you do it, how to do it peacefully. So I'm just gonna take a second and, this is a really important part of it, because what's the point of being single if you're gonna be miserable and like stressed and all of these things? Like everything in my life, one of my main things is to be at peace. Like my main desires is I always want to be at peace, whether I'm single, whether I'm not, whether I'm in a good situation, whether I'm in a bad situation, I want to be at peace. So it's not for me about the highs and lows and all of that, but still coming back to being at peace. Now that is, I'm not gonna lie, is obviously very difficult for someone that has had a lot of trauma and whose partners are typically there for them as their support system to help them with that trauma. Oh my god, not me crying again, but like, yeah, being your own partner when you have a lot of trauma and like being your support system is difficult. It's very rewarding though, because then you see that you can do it, but in the meantime it feels really hard. Moments where you're having like an anxiety attack or like a panic attack, and being able to be at peace and like help yourself bring yourself back to peace is really important, and it's really beautiful and really rewarding. Or like you get like PTSD, something traumatic comes up, or like you get like a really bad nightmare. Oh my god, I've dealt with that so much lately, and like in the past, like my partner would help me go through that, and like now I've been there hugging myself and loving myself and bringing me back to peace. And it is so beautiful to see how I can do that. I can be that partner. It's like I can be my own safe space and give myself peace. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I think the most important part about this, and like something that I do have to say about peace, is that peace for me starts in the body. Because what are we talking about here? We're talking about peace of the mind, and like the mind, the brain, right? And the brain is literally a part of the body, and the brain is not its own separate entity. It's a part of it, and it's all connected together. I have to start by saying that I think this is gonna sound like pretty obvious, but like you really honestly can't have peace, or maybe, I don't know, but you can't have peace in my opinion if you don't take care of your body, because your body determines how you feel, if that makes sense. So for me, it is 3 things that probably everyone's gonna be like, bro, but like, bro, the rumors are true. You gotta fucking exercise, bro. You just have to. You just have to. Exercise makes you happy, and happy people just don't kill. If you've watched Legally Blonde, the musical, you'll get it. But yeah, it's true. If you think that you're sad and you haven't exercised, it's like you don't truly know how sad you are, because you actually haven't exercised for the day. So like, also obviously it makes you hotter, which like low-key makes you happy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that, but I am saying exercise to be happy, because like don't do it to be hot. Like, I mean, that will come too, which is great. But like exercise to be happy. Yeah, literally that is that on that. Also, eat nutritious food, because certain foods make you happy and certain foods make you anxious and stressed. obviously alcohol, I don't really drink that much, but like obviously that doesn't make you feel good. Like, I mean, maybe that's why I don't drink, because the next day I feel fucking sad. Also, certain deficiencies lead to low levels of dopamine and serotonin, all that shit. Literally look it up, like look it up. And then number 3 about the body, obviously, and I am no one to talk about this, or maybe I'm everyone to talk about this, but you gotta sleep, bro. And also, if you're a woman, research has only been done in men, and you actually need kind of like 9 hours, and also you need more on your period. Honestly, if you don't sleep, it's hard to be happy. Like, you're just gonna be irritable and like thinking about like and all this shit. So just you need to sleep to be happy and to be at peace. So yeah, those are the 3 things. No surprise to anyone, but like seriously, exercise, sleep, and eat nutritious food. And then also in turn, that makes you really hot, which is also really nice. But yeah, but first it makes you all of those other things. Also, exercise makes you sleepy, which is great if you have sleeping problems like I do. I don't want to say like that, like I used to have, or you know, tendencies to stay up. If you exercise, like you will like be knocked out by like 10 p.m. marica, like 11, I don't know. So yeah, that's your body. But now the most important thing, which I should have said this before, but it just wasn't a good segue, is your feelings. What are feelings? I think people don't know. I really think people don't know, because I've asked many people when I didn't know what they were, and they couldn't tell me, which is why I had to take a course on emotions and feelings. And it was very eye-opening, basically to the most basic of basics. What are your feelings? They are in your body. People think it's in their mind. No, it's in your body. So it's like your heart will start racing really fast because you're like stressed, or like blah, or your heart will literally feel like it's breaking because you're so fucking heartbroken by this breakup, and like the fact that this person is not there anymore, and then you want to tell them all these things and you can't, and it's just like it hurts. Or for me, it's my stomach. It feels like they're like just like, you know, going like that. Maybe I should like put some light on my face. I don't know if that helps at all. But anyway, when you feel a feeling in your body, pause and think, where is it in my body? So for me, it's in my stomach. I've heard a lot of people, it's in their chest. Locate it. Then step number 2, welcome it. I kid you not. Like, it feels like a ball, right? Like when you get like become more conscious of your feelings, if you tell it, I welcome you, it literally, it's like written in my mirror. Like, it starts dissolving. You will feel it. You will feel it. Like, just trust, bro. If you tell it, I welcome you, I don't know the science behind that, but it literally starts dissolving. And so the point is, you locate your feeling, you tell it that you welcome it, and then you gotta let it pass through. Like, feelings, we need to think about them more scientifically. They are temporary. Feelings come and you welcome them and you feel them and they go, but they are not supposed to be there all day. That's simply not science. Scientifically, feelings only last like 3 minutes in your body if you actually feel them, which is crazy because some people never feel them and then just feel sad their whole life, or their whole day, or the whole week. But actually, you could have just felt it, and when you feel it, then it goes away, and then you come back to peace. Now, how the fuck do you do that? Because they don't teach us this in school or anywhere. So how do you feel it? There are different ways to feel emotions that feel negative, or that don't feel nice. But one of them, if you feel angry, you can like punch a pillow, like you know, or like squeeze it really tight, or like throw it. As long as it is safe and you are not hurting anyone, or you can scream in a pillow, and like as long as you're not hurting anyone or scaring anyone. Anger is very valid and it's a very physical emotion, or you can just go for a jog and also dance, shake it out, just go and literally like for 3 minutes, and then it goes away. Like it like comes out through your breath. I am not making this up. I have PTSD from car accidents, and like when I tell you it works, you feel it coming through your breath. Like you can, there's also like, I think the easiest way, first of all, is to just cry. If you are able to cry, just cry, because crying literally takes out the frequency. But here's the thing, and here's the gag: you can't be thinking about what's making you sad, because if not, you're gonna keep telling yourself that story and then you're gonna stay sad. So it's kind of like a meditation. I know it's really hard, but it's like you just have to focus on where the feeling is and taking it out of your body, whether it's through your breath, and like feeling it come out. I'm not even joking, you can feel it come out. Or whether it's through shaking it out, dancing is my favorite one. But yeah, literally it only has to be 3 minutes. And then focus on like letting it come out of your body, and literally you will be at peace within like 3 minutes. That is actually doing the work. When people say like, oh, feel your feelings, what does it mean? That's what it means. Welcome it. Sit with it. Don't ignore it, because if you ignore it, guess what? It's not gonna go away, and you're gonna feel like that all day. You're gonna feel like ass. So first, locate it. Second, welcome it. 3, feel it. Let it pass through. It takes a lot of courage, because sometimes you don't even want to be feeling like that. So you don't even want to acknowledge that you're feeling like that. You're like, no, I'm fine. Like, it's been enough time. Like, I'm not sad. Meanwhile, bitch, you have like a knot in your stomach all day. So might as well just feel it, and then it'll go away. And then guess what? If you feel sad again that day, then you go and feel your feeling again that day. Like when I first broke up with my ex, I literally was feeling like that so many times a day, and I would just go to the bathroom at work and literally just cry it out or like breathe it out, and it would go away. And then I would come back to baseline and being at peace. So that is really that. Feel your feelings when they come, but also when they come only. Don't tell the feeling to come when it's not even there. Don't like make yourself sad because you're supposed to be sad. Like, don't be like, oh my god, like let me listen to this song and like feel my feeling, like that is sadness. Like, meanwhile you were never even sad before you played that song. So yeah, scientifically, how to feel at peace is feeling your feelings when they come only, and then letting them go, letting them pass through you. Also, I guess something that I would say is like, be grateful. This sounds very basic, but wow, no, this is actually really important. Pause. Something that I think is that you can be in the same place, in the same situation, on a different frequency, like tuned into a different frequency. And depending on what frequency you tune into is the experience that you have. So if you are tuned in to a frequency where you are really blessed and like you're grateful for all of your blessings, then you receive more blessings because you are ready to receive them, and like you are thinking, I'm in the timeline where I receive blessings, versus where if you're thinking all day like, oh my god, my life sucks and like this, and I'm someone who like doesn't get good things and like can never win, then like when opportunities come to you, you're not going to think they're for you and you're not going to take them. So you are like literally subconsciously keeping yourself in that frequency. Versus if you think, hey, these are my blessings, I'm looking around, I'm grateful for this and this and this, I am someone who has blessings, who the universe loves so much, then you start recognizing blessings when they come to you, and then you take those opportunities because you know that you're someone who is blessed and who receives blessings and abundance. And so then you go for it and you take it, and you continuously put yourself in that in that frequency, in that timeline where things just go well for you. And obviously there are systems in this world that are really fucked up, and like there are some people who can't choose because systemically they are in a really negative timeline because of where society has put them, like billionaires and whatnot. But if you are someone that you are free, and you have you know, you're not being abused in the moment, like, or if you are able to leave and you have food and shelter and a job, and basic human needs. Like, you can choose what frequency you tune yourself into, and if you stay in that frequency of gratitude, you can be heartbroken and still be at peace, because you believe that that person had to go because they had to go. And like, as sad as it is, like, you are at peace with that. You're not there sitting like, oh my god, everything going back, and like, maybe you do wish they could come back, but like, you're not just sitting there like, maybe like they shouldn't have left, and like all of these things, maybe I should be with them. Like, no, as much as you miss them and as much as it breaks your fucking heart that they are not your person anymore, you are at peace, and you know that there is a purpose for you being by yourself, and that this is going to lead you to the person that you want to be. And that if you ever want to be with someone, if you do, I'm not saying this is something that people have to or want to or whatever, then you're going to attract the person that you actually need and want, because you will have done the work. And just thinking about all of that gives you peace and gives me peace. So thank you so much for staying till this part of the video. If you did, it's been a really difficult but beautiful journey and very rewarding, and every day is still hard. I still cry so many times. But I feel the feeling, I let it come, I feel it, I cry. Sometimes I deny it because I don't want to, but then eventually I do. And then I come back to myself and at peace. And I am at peace. I can say, wow, that I am at peace with where I'm at. And that is really beautiful. I am single, successfully single, and at peace. And I know you can do it too. I love you guys. See you in the next video.